do everything they can to take away the effectivity of Junmar Fajardo.
Oh, well-timed ambush there. But Kahilig dives for the loose ball. And CJ Perez will jam it home.
Bago nating graphics
Ibang
dito.
klase.
It is different here. It is a throwback for sure.
Pati yung pag-introduce ng mga players. Baka pati mamaya pagka tumawag ng fouls.
Let's take a look at that again. CJ Perez, one of the more athletic players here.
Soriano will give it up. Perez with the attack inside. And again, he scores.
Of that storied matchup. Here's CJ Perez going strong inside.
Wow.
And finishes
Wow.
under to rest.
And an appropriate reaction from CJ Perez.
List, the 50 greatest, well-deserved. And a lot of people would argue probably one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, of the PBA.
Will definitely be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's CJ Perez, a little bump when he finishes.
Surprised he didn't do that flex again.
It was 50-33 at one point. Let's take a look at this again. The bump from CJ.
Wami Chongson must be a marked man for the defense of Magnolia. CJ for 3. Double-digit lead immediately. Landed awkwardly though. He will try to fight through it. And now go on the attack. That sidestep results to a layup from CJ Perez. How his squad defended that possession. Basically a downhill drive. And the pass delivered by Junmar Fajardo.
After scoring a triple for San Miguel in the first 2 quarters.
Look at that move from CJ Perez. Unstoppable on that left side. Another outside shot. Oh my! CJ is in a groove.
2-man game here for San Miguel. Let's see how.
CJ Perez with the
Oh,
drive.
wow. There to Williams.
Now let's see what Calvin Oftana can do when he comes back next.
There you go.
Is CJ Perez going into the attack, and Coach Chot Reyes senses danger. And Rey Nambata unable to get that to go. Wami Chongson with an all-important rebound. They play it forward to CJ Perez, attacking Simon and Cecil. He goes in, scores and one. There on the arm.
Yep.
Tough in on Wami Chongson here in the very first part of the first quarter.
So they are baiting Marcio Lassiter to attack by putting Tyler Teo on him, which we know that
CJ Perez on the other side, but this was the tough shot that was taken. 4 points.
CJ attacks, slices up the defense, and gets this one to drop.
They're making sure that they're not forcing the issue by moving well without the ball. Now JM Kalma getting that leather, but this was a very, very tough shot. Just the one.
Another miss coming from Phoenix. 45 seconds remaining in our first half. Look at that in and out dribble and the lefty lay for CJ. What a beauty.
Quarter, and those really translated into a lot of points. This was the in-out dribble, and then the layup coming from CJ Perez.
It usually results to an easy bucket for them. But CJ has just been on point. Another 3 for him.
Junmar Fajardo in the second quarter. That is how deep actually the lineup of the San Miguel Bears, because of the defense of Wami Chongson, I think. It's already a win for San Miguel Bears.
He's not done yet. Not done yet, though. CJ Perez with back-to-back threes. He has 26.
Coach Raymond emphasized increasing their ball movement to boost assist numbers and create higher quality shot opportunities. Gentlemen, back to you.
He's not wrong. Here's Perez. 6 to shoot here for the white shirts. Perez, tough shot. It's not a tough shot for CJ, though.
Nothing is tough for CJ Perez.
And Japet Aguilar has been doing that from a baseline jumper for a very long time. That's right.
At 6'9", mind you.
Perez, 3-ball on the way. CJ Perez has been hot here for the San Miguel Beermen.
Yet still he converts.
And a boot tratter there. Gets the basket plus the foul, so possible 3-point play.
Here in this ball game, he's starting right now. Pero ang importante talaga dito yung quality and how he makes the decisions. Look at this. Now he could have taken the shot that could have been a sidestep. Is CJ Perez.
First of all, let's take a look at the defensive stop here. The wall was built for the San Miguel Beermen. Great defense from Chris Ross, and of course even that little jab by CJ Perez who finishes.
So ganon kalaki ang pwedeng italo, no, ng standing with a win or a loss here in this ball game.
CJ Perez, strong drive right at the face of Northport. Conference as we take a look at some of his highlights here today.
And you know how tough it is. That kind of a move, no, defensive move.
And the turnover completed here. That was the issue number 1 that you mentioned a while ago, Coach. Ball security. Oh, CJ Perez up and under and up again. Let's take a look at this again, Coach. CJ Perez, what a move.
And then that 1-2 right there.
But then for the San Miguel Beermen, to their credit, Coach, they've been so efficient from the offensive end. They have rarely had the chance to run. Talking about Rain or Shine.
No, you know,
CJ Perez
the
with a
defense
high
foul,
moving too.
that ball game. Look at this. One more time. First, this in-out dribble. And finishing with the left hand. How tough.
Jumar Fajardo surveying the field here. CJ Perez gets it off the handoff. Tough finish at the face of Chris Porter.
Spins, fakes, hook shot, that is short. Rebound by Fajardo.
That's good defense for Brundial.
CJ Perez now trying to attack. CJ hooks. Oh, what a move by Perez.
Down 13 earlier, behind by 11 at this stage. CJ Perez trying to reawaken the troops of the San Miguel Beermen. Faced with a lot of grit and superior confidence.
CJ just goes by Justin Baltazar.
Defensive breakdown for the white shirts.
What progress we've made so far.
Oh, quite definitely. It is not just basketball that we are progressing. Volleyball, such a great development, great impact in the world scene.
Speaking of great impact, here is CJ Perez on the attack against.
Of course, in an import conference, Carlo, his position is the one that's always affected in the next 2 conferences with an import.
Good answer coming from Phoenix as they just give the ball, attacking the defense of Norbert Torres and getting an N1 opportunity.
Most especially coming off a timeout, the team really responding very well to Coach Jim Mikes.
Co-captain RJ Azul. They go to the post. Perkins versus Jose. He's looking for some movement. Now he's making his move. That short one-hander is money for Perk. That mid-range will open up, will give you looks. As Azul gives it up to Perkins. 6 remaining on the shot clock. Perkins putting the moves on Jose. Step back jumper is pure. Again, the response from Perkins, creating the separation. And that's still 12 to 3/4 so far in their favor. Perkins, jumper, travels home, but I think he landed awkwardly on that right ankle.
A team have 26 less attempts than the other and still win a ball game.
Right, and the reason is because of their accuracy. I've mentioned that at the top of our coverage, that the biggest difference maker is this guy. And attorney Charlie Cuna is not happy.
That is true, Coach. As we see Jason Perkins drive inside and get to the hard way. Can't take advantage of it, though, unfortunately for him. Here's R. Garcia. Quarterbacking here for Phoenix. Big from Perkins. Perkins against point. Oh, gets him up in the air. Perkins taking it strong. Perkins looking at his options. Short shot clock here. Only 5 seconds to play with. Perk. He understands. He sees it, and he gets the basket to go. What a ball game from Jason Perkins. He's feeling it.
Of Glenn Cubantin right there. He was able to stay in front, get him out of position, but Perkins.
They're looking for some movement. Only 4 to work with now. Perkins will have to attack by himself. Fadeaway jumper is good for 2.
And you see the difference in
going up against Rosario. Alejandro with 1 to shoot now. Perkins will have to beat the buzzer, and he rattles it home.
We go to Jason Perkins. Perkins trying to operate in the interior.
And again, they have to go inside.
And we have
the ball. Jason Perkins.
Oh, Perkins driving inside, and again, exactly what the doctor ordered. Perkins trying to Making his way inside that side, gets the finish. And what did you say about points in the paint here for Jason Perkins? RJ Azul runs down the floor, swings it to Perkins. Perkins thinking about it. He'll try a three. High looping triple. The bank is open on a Sunday.
He's playing on a good rhythm right now.
Phoenix coach.
Oh yes, you enjoy watching them now because there's like
this is Perkins. He needs to go. Wants to push Bahio all the way back. And that's a great shot coming from Jason Perkins to fall away. Jason Perkins left all alone, gets the jumper to go, and he is in his bag. 1 point lead for the bottom pair. Tyler Theo falls to the floor. Perkins back to Tyler. Theo out to Perk, shoots a three. These teams are shooting hot right now to start this game. Daves hands it off to Richie, trying to shake off Evanelli. Perkins against Abueva. 2 seconds, Perkins shoots it. Perkins scores!
Once again, they can try to reprise that character that they have established with Coach Bonitan.
But again, first, Coach, you have to get some stops here.
And the rebound.
On this side, as Perkins takes the contact plus the foul.
Cross match 1, 2, in scoring position. And then the gamble by Monzon, giving up a bonus play.
Just got too strong for Jason Perkins.
Perkins looking for a teammate. Back to Tyler. Over to Perkins. Perkins off the glass. Basket plus the foul.
This guy really has here in the PBA. Time before was that he only loved going to the left.
Here comes Phoenix on the break once again. Tyler surveying the floor. Sends it back to Perkins. Open for three. Got it! Wow,
Perkins is making us look good. Yes, I said. Makes it.
So the hefty lefty, Jason Perkins, the secondary break three-pointer right there. And he has given Phoenix a nice cushion early on in this contest. They are currently ahead 15-5 with 8:36 left to go here in the first. RJ back to Tuffin. They got to put it up. Perkins does from three. Wow, 3 of 3 from downtown.
There was no more time left, you know. Set up your shooters.
Christian David currently now with 8 points in the game. Perkins. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline. Wow, clicking on all cylinders here. Jason Perkins.
Instead of going for another dribble. But then again, look at this first, no? This nice fade.
And look at the defense there by Andrade, but ends up in the hands of RJ Azul. In and out on that three. Perkins turns a negative into positive with a hoop and a harm.
That letter by a big offensive rebound. Nice fake. Get the rebound. Get that foul. Go to the free throw line.
Theo using the Perkins screen. Tyler now with Perkins. Perkins still with it. Perkins all the way to the cup for 2. Right. Here's Perk. Perk working on Ginto. Perk with a series of moves. Oh, wow, that's just phenomenal footwork and finish there.
But of course, we're talking about Commissioner Willie
that was a Willie Miller kind of a move that was done by Nocum that was missed.
Oh, and like what a finish coming from William Navaro.
As we see this move going baseline, could have been a foul. There was no call. Why not take it? Just a little nice spin.
Here's Mark Baroka. Not happy with the look that he's seeing, by the way. Swings that around to Alfaro. Ball moving around here. Yem Sanggalang unable to get the finish. William Navaro, offensive rebound and the basket and one. I can only imagine the pressure that the young man has had because he has come in to one of the hottest teams in the league. And since the trade, he has yet to taste victory. 2 losses already for William Navaro. And you have to be one.
Not as aggressive, maybe still feeling out his role in this team. Maybe that's the reason why he's starting this game, because they want an aggressive. It's just amazing for Kelly Williams. There's Navaro taking advantage of Varilla, who's now.
Sanggalang starting out a little bit higher. Navaro for 3. Why not? He's starting to come alive here.
Okay, here's Will Navaro laying as a stretch forward here.
Navaro's such a long player that despite the pressure from Policarpio. Oh, and what a quick move there from William Navaro. Where did that come from?
needing to bounce back here in game number 2. But if you're Ginebra, you want to go 2-0 right now because it's 3 straight games. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah.
William Navaro trying to back down Jonathan Clarito. Clarito trying to use his strength to keep him in check, but he gets away.
Very, very basic up and under.
They look inside. Up and under move. That's going to work there for Will Navaro.
Using his quickness and also very smart with that shot fake. Look at that move. He scores off that layup. Plus, Christian David has been trying too hard from downtown. And I think he should try to get his points inside first.
Look at that basket there.
Plus the foul. So he will get an opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Monzon steps in behind the back. Navaro slams it over Jamin Aguilar.
Coming from Monzon, so we're now seeing a very confident Northport team here in the third quarter, and not a lot of players can do that against Japet.
And you can call that a tip dunk. Pushing the pace here. Gio Lalo will try it again. No back-to-back triples, but William Navaro gets another opportunity. 3 chances, and 4th time's the charm. It's a basket and 1.
With the amount of offensive rebounds, that's 1. And he gets another one. He misses this. There are 3 Meralco bolts there under the basket, but it's still Will Navaro who gets that rebound. And that's those 3s. That will come a long way here for Meralco.
William Navaro. We're labeling William Navaro as one of the guys here that we expect to make a big difference. In the first half, it was Josh.
I think he should get an assist for that as well because he passed it right to his teammate.
Right now, Converge is on a roll as William Navaro. Look at that.
Very agile.
Take a look at this move by Navaro.
Yeah, once you got that confidence, seems like
at least scoring a couple of points here as he misses another 3. William Navaro finishes plus the foul.
And how he got to that angle. Let's look at it once again. Gets the board and somehow just goes up and flips it over his head.
Very proud to represent Northport here. As the ball was tapped up to Joshua Monzon. Fast break here for Northport. Batang Pierre getting 2 blue shirts to bite on the fake. William Navaro scoring 2.
Yeah, they have run, they have gunned. They, at parts of the game, have controlled the tempo, and that is the reason why we have that number in front of you here today. Here is Joshua Monzon. He sells for a long 2. That is no good. William Navaro. Oh, what an effort for William. And William, tell me what you need to do
for Northport in this game, especially with those offensive rebounds. His timing is really spectacular, and he has really worked hard.
You know, TNT is just relying heavily on their defense, which is good because at least you try to, you know, limit the opportunities of Meralco so that they won't blow you out early.
Oftana completes the highlight. He floors Raymar Jose.
And I have to get the standing 8 count.
Calvin Oftana says, sit down, be humble. Raymar Jose looks at him and then shoots right between the eyes. A 3-point make. So that is back-to-back now, bridging 2 quarters for TNT. They're right back into this, only down by 2, but Newsome is at the strike for 2 free throws.
Coach, is this a case of title hangover?
Could be, yeah. You can say that.
Calvin Oftana going strong inside.
Like what you said, a hangover. Well, we can talk about it later.
Well, we'll talk about it in just a bit because
works wonders for Phoenix.
Here's Oftana. And there'll be a basket, and he has entered the game as well. Calvin Oftana showing a quick double. Oh, and
wow.
Did he just toss that to himself?
Yeah, he passed that, so he's gonna get that assist for himself.
RR. Kick it over to the corner. Glenn Cobonte now to Calvin Oftana. Oftana against Rondial. Short shot clock. He's got to go. Calvin?
Yes.
Dumps to home.
Luis Angalang, although he was up against one of the best post defenders in Kelly Williams, and he almost made the shot.
Here's Oftana. Step back 3-pointer on the way.
Oh.
Puts it in.
Hernandez, and he was fouled by RR Pugoy.
Here's that step back 3-pointer from Calvin Oftana.
Maybe not as quick as him, but
Oh, that's a rare gift.
Now look at Calvin Oftana. He's definitely feeling it right now.
That shot was halfway home, but decided to bounce out. 15-6, a 9-point lead for Meralco. Oftana launches for three. That's good. That's a response. Oftana receives against a smaller Kiss Banquero. Creates space. He launches and knocks it down.
That was a great move by Calvin Oftana. Have an easier moment. And right here, you see the height difference between him and CB. That's why it's a lot easier for him. That's as soon as he gets that ball in that top of the key, he will be.
And they built through the draft.
Yep.
Calvin looking for space. Steps back. That's sweet.
For how well they were in catching the boards, only allowing Rainer Shine 3 offensive rebounds. Coach Chot although instructed them not to stop and doubt themselves when they have the ball. Maximize catch and shoot or catch and drive.
That's something that they're going to have to continuously monitor and see if he'll be able to keep on playing in this ball game.
Cross-court pass. Here's Oftana with the attack once again. Scores. Seesaw match that we're witnessing right now. Packing. They're looking for Oftana. Starting off from the other side this time.
Oh, great spin.
Another three. Why not? Bang! Lead is down to 1. But they're going to attack him defensively.
And that's what you want to do.
Will be recalled to the bench after a tremendous effort. Felix back.
Alain, he just keep missing them, but their range.
Now Calvin Oftana, what a big-time move for him, taking it strong to the cup for 2. But Calvin Oftana and company really turning it on here as well. As we've said, they are the hottest team here in the PBA.
He's first in practice, last to leave, taking a lot of shots. He came to us as a young man from Dumaguete. Stop it.
That's right. Just so much movement, confuses the defense a lot. Calvin rattles that one through.
They were trailing by 6 at the start of the half. Then a different story here in the third as Calvin Oftana takes it strong.
What a move there by Oftana, showing us that he can also be a creator on that pick and roll.
Defense of Northport.
Let's go to Eileen.
Gentlemen, even at the start of the conference, Robert Bollick has managed to make it clear that his priority was helping his teammates realize that if he can deliver...
Calvin Abueva is still down. He's being helped up.
But Calvin doing a lot of good things here, a lot of positive action by Calvin Abueva. Initiated that steal.
Phoenix right now in total control here in the fourth quarter.
Offense has dried up here for Batang Pierre.
Oh, great block by Abueva. Monzon hesitation and the finish. All right, now for a report on the floor, let's go back to Bel Gregorio Bell.
No signs of panic over at Phoenix's camp despite Northport chipping away at their lead, winning by 3 points, 29-26 in the third quarter.
Asking for the ball screen. From Kuntapay, Abueva. Inside.
Oh, nice pass.
Monzon, 3 seconds. Shoots another 3. Joshua Monzon sinks another triple.
Not just pellets, but major bullets against the defense of Phoenix.
And that's a bomb by Monzon. He has 26 points.
Wow.
In this ball game.
That's 12 third quarter points out of the 23-point output of Batang Pierre. Down 12.
Kuntapay. Out to Halalon. Kicks it out to Monzon. Joshua Monzon for 3. That is good for Monzon.
This a layup. Here's a 3 ball. Finding open teammates. A winner here in the PBA knows what it takes to bring out the best. We talk about bringing out the best among his teammates. Coming from Rainbow territory, something that they need because so far, as of late, Northport's inside defense has been excellent.
Monzon fades away. Look at this. Joshua Monzon starting out hot.
Yes. Joshua. Monzon still with it. Going into the bag, going to the basket, puts it up and in. He hasn't played in a year. Joshua Monzon, I mean, this man does not need any minute restrictions because he can keep on going and going and going. Like, let's take a look at this move by Joshua. I mean, in and out, tough shots against 2 white shirts at that.
As is an 11-point lead here for Rain or Shine. Quick turnover here as Josh Monzon goes on the attack. Size advantage. And gets the basket.
That's a good read. Very, very good read from Joshua Monzon. He's got a lot of advantage. Why not?
Kate Flores is going to come in here for William Navaro, who had a fantastic third quarter. But let's take a look at this finish again from Joshua Monzon. Joshua Monzon getting
Caught Blackwater off guard.
Sydney with a slip, but Monzon's going to take it in. Basket and one opportunity here.
That makes it hard for the Northport defense to make stops.
A 4-point shot will drop here from Monzondo. That's his second from deep.
But that's a really big play coming from Joshua Monzon because
Gio Lalo pushing the pace. Joshua Monzon. Fresh screen from Sidney Onmobere. He shoots right in front of Raymond Almazan. Meralco want to taste the lead. Can they finally get it? Here is Quinto. And there's a throwaway there. He's just unable to find anyone. Joshua Monzon. He'll score the basket.
And for Joshua Monzon, Banquero will try to prevent him to make this shot and earn it from the line, but Monzon strong enough.
9 of 15 from the field, 23 points to his name. And here he is sailing in, and that's 25 points now.
Traffic Joshua Monzon off the pick and roll against Brandon Bates. That's a mismatch because Bates will not have the foot.
Here is Joshua Monzon. Step back 3, that could be big. Oh, Joshua Monzon!
He has attacked the basket. When he is given space, he has taken the 3-point shot. He has
been not taking advantage, still just scoring 2 points off of multiple turnovers by the Fiber Xers. Monzon coming off of a career high. Look at that.
Yeah. Length. Let's see if Nelly. Ooh, that was a shot I thought he should have took.
Monzon shoots a 3. That's his shot. Ooh. That falls in for Joshua Monzon.
Flores run underneath it, but just a little bit too flat, so it just ran out. 1, 2, third bounce in. Out of nowhere. Kate Flores.
Oh, Monzon takes the contact and finishes.
You know, that's his third shot from right there. And he can do it. He's just got to focus a little bit more, put that down. He's got that ability to.
Monzon splits the defense, hangs in the air. Beautiful finish and 1 for Joshua Monzon.
And within the flow of offense, not as much. But again, no one can dispute this guy has all the goods. Joshua Eugene Monzon finishing at the rim.
In here, Kate Flores will check out. Another shooter here for Northport, Patang Pierre. They find Joshua Monzon. He has to go right at the face, and he drains it. Getting that to fall. And you can see the buzzer, you can see the replay.
21. He knows there is so much more he has to improve in his own game. As team captain, Joshua has been urging his teammates that this shouldn't be one man's team. Not
timing. That's just great timing. You've got to put a body on this guy. Adrian Noko.
Oh, Monzon! Puts him on skates.
And on the other side, wow, that's got to be a highlight.